Hi guys, good morning. Trust your night was okay. Welcome to another beautiful day. This is the Thursday. This is Thursday, the 16th of April. Yet another quarantine period. Um, Unfortunately, we are still in the lockdown, but with time, I think everything will normalize. Um, First and foremost, I want to start by bringing our attention, all Nigerians here, that the mobile court will soon commence its penalty sanction. You know, usually mobile courts it's usually being utilized by the federal road safety on the issue of people violating traffic rules, but now they have introduced it to um, this quarantine period in the sense that people who drive to town or who drive anywhere without permission will be sanctioned. So long as you are not among the people rendering essential services, you would be picked up and you will be sanctioned, and your car might be impounded. So everyone should stay safe. Just for this period, I think everything will be normalized very, very soon. Today, I want to talk about people living in diaspora. Uh, this message that I'm going to deliver today is directed to them. I think basically, I just want to say, first of all, congratulations to them for taking that decision to migrate to other countries. It is not easy. We all know how the situation is in Nigeria, where you have to struggle to get even job opportunities. So basically, their decision to travel outside the country to look for greener pastures is highly welcomed. So I want to thank you guys for taking that bold step to migrate to the country of your choice. And so long as you're there, so long as you feel it's the right thing to do, God is in infinite mercy will keep you true and keep you guys well. I think I want to highlight you guys on some issues here, on the issue of you migrating and having to leave your family behind or leave some set of people behind. When you're migrating, migration comes with a lot of things. You sit down, you analyze, you break down the things that you need to do when you decide to migrate. First and foremost, I think on the issue of migration, so long as you're there are so many people that would want to look up to you. There are so many people that will want to exploit you. There are so many people that will want to have to do with you based on in terms of friendship. And you know very well that this set of people were not there when you were trying as much as possible to relocate. Try as much as possible to reduce your circles. It is very, very important now that you're migrating there. It may not be easy, but at the same time, it is good for you because you wouldn't know the kind of how will I even put it? You wouldn't know the kind of people that you meet with on a daily. Some might be in form of scammers, some might be in form of people who pretend to be good to you. At the end of the day, they end up hurting you badly. Now, the issue of migration is different. You're going to a new country, you are trying to adapt to their rules and regulations, their custom, their way of life. So the least thing you need is distraction. So try as much as possible to make a little circle, of friends. And also on the issue of sending money back home, I think it's something that we as Africans and Nigerians in particular, it's not something that we just will ignore. Yes, you can be sending money back home, but please and please try as much as possible not to make it a habitual something, because the people you're sending money back home to are you can send money back home for various reasons. Maybe you can send it for assistance. Maybe you want to help your relatives, or you want to help somebody that you're very close to before you left the country, or maybe you have a project here that you want to embark on and you need money to you're sending money back home to work on it. um I think you should be very, very, very meticulous when you're sending money back home. You should be very, very meticulous when you're sending money back home. You should be very, very wise in that aspect, because in Nigeria here, many people are used that opportunity to exploit people that have suffered enough back home, back there in diaspora. They've worked hard, they've sweat, they've gone through a lot just to make ends meet for themselves. And when they send this money back with the intention of, let's say you want to do a project, or you want to start a business here, because at the end of the day, no matter how long you stay there, home is home. You may want to come back one day and decide to relax. So these things are very, very important. You toil for years and for years, and on getting back home, you discover that all the investment that you've been making, it has amounted to nothing. Now, this will make people fall into depression, and this will make people cut ties entirely. And funny enough, it's not just outsiders. Family members also as well contribute to these things. They make it very difficult for people to send money back home. And that issue of trust has already been broken. Please try as much as possible to curtail the way you send money back home. If you're sending money back home, you should be very, very careful. It should be for a particular reason. It should be that the person, you should be to someone, you should be sending money to someone that you know you can easily or highly trust. Yes, they say the easiest people you can trust may be your family members, but sometimes family members can also break that trust. So I think you should be meticulous in that aspect. Know the purpose of you sending that money, because I know how hard it is. So let's for example, in the UK, I did my masters there, I schooled there, so I know how it's very difficult to make money. Because imagine if you're a citizen, you have rent to pay, you have bills to pay, you have council tax to pay, and on top of that, imagine if you're married, or let's say you have a child from somebody else, from another lady that is a resident there. You have to pay for child support. All these things come into play, and at the end of the day, you still have to save something back for future use back home. These times are hard there. People feel the grass is always greener on the other side, forgetting that it's very, very difficult. It's not easy. People, while we are sleeping here, they are doing shifts, night shift upon night shift, just to ensure that they put food on their table. So I think the people in diaspora, I would advise that they should curtail the way they send money back home. And if you're sending money back home, it should be sending to someone that you can actually trust, not any random person, because of the fact that he chatted with you. And on the issue of friendship, now, as you're there, it's very, very easy for you to have friends, especially on social media. You see many people that you've never had any discussion with. You've never had any form of conversations with. That is when you begin to see them flock in your page. The moment you put a very nice picture there, you see many people coming to your page to say, see this one, that. If you're a guy, expect women to flock in your page, especially those ones that are just there to read you off of what you've worked for. They are just there for distraction. Avoid such people. Try as much as possible to avoid such people. They are just disaster waiting to occur. Avoid such people. Same thing for the ladies. Avoid men that are just there to exploit you. Because at that point, it will be very difficult for you to pick a genuine person. It will be very, very difficult for you. Because yes, they've seen where they can largesse in that world. They've seen where they can largesse. So at that point now, they'll see where they can strike and take advantage. Avoid such people. Just focus on yourself. God brought you there for a reason. Focus on yourself. Work on yourself. See yourself exploring by the day. And you with time, everything will normalize. You settle down. That guy or babe of your choice that you've dreamt of, Chikina, you have them at your own at a clear platter of gold. If it's students, if you're on study visa, you try as much as possible to concentrate on your job, and as much as you're working, so that you come out well. If it's the other way around, be doing your job, doing it diligently, You may think nobody's watching, but someone is somewhere is watching. And one day is just one day, and your reward will be noticed. It's one day you will be noticed, and your reward will be more than what you expected. That's how the thing is. So try as much as possible to be very pay attention to details. Whatever laws and policies that comes there, watch out for it. I know many people that have been there for donkey years, and they will want to know one or two things that is happening in the country. Yes, the country is in chaos. Let me not lie to you guys. The country is in chaos. Bad governorship, bad leadership. Nigerians are not being truthful to themselves. When this coronavirus issue came, everything has been on the increase, on the high side. A little necessity as pure water you sell a bag of pure water for 150. Usually it's 100 naira because, but now you'll be selling pure water for 150. How come? These things are very, very. These are the things that we try as much as possible to avoid. But no, you see them happening on a very daily basis, which is not good. We should many things that have been occurring, even that has been occurring. I'm sure most of you will be aware of it. Everything is on the high side. The government have, on their own part, have refused to do what is necessary, do what is right. People are dying here on a daily basis because of hunger. They are not doing anything to ensure that people get something to hold on to during this period. So it has affected everyone, and it has given rise to crime. See what is happening in Lagos. People are being robbed of their goods. It's not fair. It's not right. So if you have any loved one back home, please and please, in as much as it's tight for you there, maybe you can be checking on them one after the other, and also make sure they should be checking on you as well, because sometimes they feel that you don't have people feel that they don't need to, you don't need to be checked on. But come on, you guys are humans. They also try and encourage them to be checking on you as well, because it's not easy. You guys are going through a lot, mentally, physically. I know how it feels for you to be paying your rent every day, for you to do many things. So in as much as you're checking on them, also they should be checking on you to know how you guys are doing, because it's not easy. You are in a different country where their rules and their system is quite different from what we have here. So please and please, all these things I've said, work on them. See how you can be productive there. If there's anything that needs clarification, you can always reach out. You guys are in diaspora, you can always reach out on my page. If there's anything you need clarification back home in Nigeria, you can always reach out. If it concerns houses, if it concerns doing a treasury bill, because I have little or more information in that aspect. If there's anything that you really want to invest on in Nigeria here, the only thing I can do is give you information on it, let you be aware of how it's going. Then it's up to you to make that move or not. But for the time being, just work on yourself, hold on tight. It's not easy, but I want to let you know that we all care, and God in His infinite mercy will see you guys through. Amen.